54 of us to go and sit before one gentleman from another place. And I mean, and sometimes we are mistreated.
Yeah.
You know, we are loaded into buses like school kids. You know.
Finally, guys, finally, the African Union is stepping up, and the African continent is now putting a leg forward and saying no more treating African presidents like invalids. So let's get into this video, and so you can understand what I'm talking about, and then we'll discuss it after. Boom.
We have a challenge. And the positive thing is that there is a realization that it cannot continue this way.
What you gonna do? How you gonna fix the African Union?
It cannot continue this way.
How are you gonna fix it?
We have what it takes to fix it, and the conversation is already begun on what do we realistically do to be able to get the African Union to take charge of the affairs of our continent. It will not going to be business as usual. We have these meetings: Africa, US meeting, Africa, Europe, Africa, Turkey, Africa,
India.
Now we are waiting for, there is another one, Africa, Russia.
And Africa, Japan.
And Africa, Japan. We have made the decision that it is not intelligent for 54 of us to go and sit before one gentleman from another place. And I mean, and sometimes we are mistreated.
Yeah.
You know, we are loaded into buses like school kids. You know, and it's not right.
Well, you are summoned. You know,
it's not right. So the decision that we have made as AU is that going forward, if there is going to be a discussion between Africa and any other country, we are going to be represented by the chair, the outgoing chair, the bureau.
The chair of the commission,
and,
or the chair,
and the chair of the Rex, and we have 5 Rex. That should be sufficient.
Okay.
For a meeting of maybe 6, 7.
Yeah.
That should be able to represent Africa, and that is the position I am taking as the president of Kenya. For any other meeting that we are going to have with all these requests that we have a meeting between Africa and one other country. We respect the sovereignty of others. I think to ask for reciprocation is not to ask for too much.
No.
And for us to agree that let us have this kind of setup. The only, because I had a conversation with President Kagame, and he actually led that particular position. I have had a conversation with Prime Minister Abiy. He believes very strongly that that should be the position of our continent. Because, as you have said, if we don't respect ourselves, nobody is going to respect us. And we should be able to take that kind of decision. Yeah. And part of that respecting ourselves is when we say African problems, African solutions, we must be serious about the solutions. It cannot be rhetoric. It cannot be talk. It must be accompanied by what realistically and practically we are doing.
So here you see where President of Kenya, which is William Ruto, he's saying, which I've been saying for a while now in my videos, Africa needs to stop having these countries and even these secretaries, not even presidents, secretaries and ambassadors treating African presidents as if they are the kids. And we have seen it over and over when Biden invited all African countries presidents to come in the States, as if he is a president calling in a student a class to his office. For what? Who is Biden to come and usher 54 presidents to come visit you? And as he said, when they visiting these countries, they are treated like shit, basically, because if you're ushering presidents into buses, not giving them cars, individual cars for each of them. No, you have to stuck them in a damn bus as if, what, we are less than? And this is the mindset the West have, that African leaders are less than, uneducated, they don't have knowledge, they don't have wisdom. And it's quite the opposite, because the African Union, which I've been saying have been too laid back. They need to step forward and actually do what the African Union is for and represent the continent. And this is what President Ruto is saying. They have come to a decision to where they say no more ushering, 50-something president. Now you're gonna have just a chair at the chair. They have 5 chairs in the African Union. So you're gonna have those 5 persons represent the continent whenever they have a meeting of that kind of magnitude, of ushering presidents to any country, as you stated in there. Now, no more. If you want to talk to me, you have to treat me as a delegate. When it's like when they come to Africa, they get treated the red carpet rollout. So, if you want me to come visit you, I need a treatment as a president should have: red carpet, motorcade protection, and all of that. No more bus or taxi and all of this crap that they've been doing to African presidents. So big ups to the President Ruto of Kenya and Kagame as well, because he mentioned that this is a Kagame initiative, which I've always known, because Kagame is a very forceful, prideful, and unshakable and unbreakable president. He's one of them. He's one of the good ones. Just as the president of Namibia, even President Ruto, he stands up as well. A few of them. I can't name them all now because it's going to take too much time. But anyway, I like this, and this is what we need. The African continent finally standing up on their 2 foot, not kneeling down, standing up and say, yo, enough is enough. It's over with. Don't know. So anyway, thanks for watching. Don't know. It's the WSSA podcast. Peace. One love. Boom.